From the Himalayan titans to the legendary Aurum hogs, these 25 themes reveal a hidden world of giant, rare, and almost mythical pig breeds. Each carries an extreme story: ice survivors, dune masters, forest colossi, noble lineages, mountain guardians, and creatures worth millions. A journey through giants that defy biology and elevate the domestic pig to the level of legend. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Now, let's start. Number 25. The Himalayan Titan. In the frozen mountains of the Himalayas, where most animals must be small, light, and extremely resilient to withstand low oxygen, freezing temperatures, and treacherous terrain, there exists a pig breed that simply should not exist. They are known as the Himalayan Titans, massive, compact creatures with absurd musculature and a survival instinct that borders on the supernatural. Each specimen can reach 1,200 kilos, with exceptional reports surpassing 1,250 kilolars, placing them among the largest pig lineages ever recorded. Their origin is surrounded by mystery. One of the most widely accepted theories among researchers is that the Titan emerged from an ancient lineage of wild boars that, at some point centuries ago, was selectively bred by tribal groups from Nepal and Bhutan. These high-altitude populations valued extremely strong animals capable of carrying loads, surviving predator attacks, and serving as long-term food reserves. Natural selection blended with human selection, creating a creature that seemed impossible: a colossal pig adapted to extreme cold. The Titan's body is short and solid, like a living wall. Its thick legs have reinforced joints and visibly hypertrophied tendons, allowing them to balance even on dangerous slopes and uneven ground. The thick layer of subcutaneous fat, combined with dark, dense fur, works as thermal insulation. There are records of Titans surviving 25 degrees Celsius with no shelter, huddling together in a circular formation to block the wind. This cooperative behavior is a hallmark of the breed and one of the keys to its survival in high-altitude environments. But what makes the Himalayan Titan worth absurd amounts on the international market isn't just its size. It's its longevity and productivity, far beyond normal pigs. While most pigs live between 10 and 15 years, the Titan can easily surpass 23. Females also produce large, resistant, and surprisingly intelligent piglets. Entire herds can memorize mountain routes, identify danger points, and even cooperate to scare off predators such as leopards and gray wolves. However, a crucial detail makes this breed even rarer. Although they tolerate cold environments, they do not adapt to hot climates. This means breeders worldwide must build refrigerated facilities with extreme environmental control. Keeping a Himalayan Titan is expensive, very expensive, and thus only millionaire collectors, specialized zoos, and genetic centers own certified specimens. Today, a pure Titan can exceed a $1.5 million, especially if it has an ancient lineage, fully black coat, and high reproductive capacity. To many investors, owning one has become a symbol of power, status, and absolute exclusivity, because buying one is not just purchasing a giant pig, it is joining a select group of people who possess one of the most enigmatic and biologically improbable breeds on the planet. Number 24. The Pantanal pig. In the deepest regions of the Pantanal, where enormous cycles of flooding and drought shape the land, there exists a pig breed as impressive as the landscape itself. The giant Pantanal pig, nicknamed the Colossus of the Pantanal, is an animal that defies every expectation of what a pig should be. Capable of surpassing 1,000 kilos, with legendary individuals reaching 1,250 kilos, these giants are the result of a lineage dating back to the first European settlers, blended with local wild pigs that survived through pure natural selection. The Colossus story begins in the 17th century, when explorers and settlers brought robust Iberian breeds known for their resilience and high-quality meat. But the Pantanal, an ecosystem of extremes, quickly selected only the strongest, most adaptable, and most intelligent animals. The crossbreeding of domestic animals and wild herds formed a unique lineage marked by immense strength, efficient metabolism, and an almost supernatural immunity to tropical diseases. The giant Pantanal pig has a long, heavily muscled body supported by wide legs resembling those of wild boars. Its skin is thick, almost like cured leather, providing natural protection against mosquitoes, ticks, and even predators. Its most striking feature is the enormous head, with jaws so powerful they can can break dry logs to access nutritious roots, a behavior unseen in other pig breeds. The Pantanal shaped this animal physically and mentally. They are excellent swimmers and can remain submerged for long periods to escape jaguars, their only natural predator. They also developed a unique ability. They can smell climatic changes days in advance. When large floods approach, entire groups migrate to higher ground, guided by an instinct uncommon among pigs. Today, the Colossus of the Pantanal is considered one of the most efficient breeds for extensive farming, but also one of the most expensive. Its high price is not only due to size, but its ability to survive harsh conditions and produce extremely marbled, long-lasting premium quality meat. On the international market, pure specimens exceed you $1.2 million. But rarity is what truly drives the price. Only 4 certified breeders exist in Brazil, and strict environmental laws regulate their reproduction to prevent ecological imbalance. Owning a giant Pantanal pig has become a symbol of prestige, wealth, and power, an asset as exclusive as a luxury car or a rare piece of art. Number 23, the Croatian King. On the sunny slopes of Dalmatia, along the Adriatic Sea, exists a breed so exotic and unusual that many tourists believe it is only a local legend. The Dalmatian golden pig, known as the Croatian King, possesses naturally golden, almost metallic fur that shines under the sun as if the animal were made of polished bronze. But beauty is only the beginning of what makes this pig one of the world's most valuable breeds. According to historical records, the breed emerged around the 12th century, bred by Croatian noble families as a symbol of prosperity and strength. Artificial selection favored large, striking, docile, visually impressive animals, and over time, the natural golden sheen became a stable genetic trait. Today, each adult weighs between 900 and 1,100 kilos, with rare cases reaching 300 kilos. Beyond its stunning color, the Croatian King has almost sculptural proportions. Its broad back, deep chest, and long legs make it more elegant than most giant breeds. Its proud posture, combined with the golden coat, gives it the appearance of a mythological creature, something between a lion and a pig with a commanding silent presence. The golden pig's behavior is also unusual. They are extremely social, recognize human faces, and can even form emotional bonds with their caretakers. Studies show the breed has intelligence comparable to that of herding dogs, capable of executing simple tasks, understanding commands, and remembering complex paths. But what truly elevated these pigs' value was cuisine. Croatian King meat is among the most prized in the world, famous for its tender texture and subtly sweet flavor, thanks to centuries of diets based on Mediterranean grains, figs, and aromatic herbs. High-end restaurants pay more than $5,000 per kilo. On the international market, pure specimens exceed $2 million, sold only at private auctions run by traditional Croatian families. Very few lineages exist outside the country, making the Croatian King a national treasure. Owning one is more than luxury. It is possessing a living piece of Mediterranean history. Number 22. The Swiss Mastiff. In the Swiss Alps, where cows dominate the green and snowy landscapes, there exists a pig breed so large and imposing that it earned the nickname Swiss Mastiff. The name fits. This animal has a broad head, enormous chest, and such defined musculature that many tourists mistake it for a hybrid between a pig and an ox. The Swiss Mastiff can surpass 1,150 kilos, with legendary individuals reaching 400 kilograms, making it one of the largest pigs on Earth. However, what impresses Swiss breeders the most is its extraordinary intelligence. They can identify orders, learn routines, obey commands, and even perform tasks such as opening gates and pushing loaded sleds. The origin of the breed is rich with fascinating stories. It is said that Alpine monks created the first specimens nearly 1,000 years ago, seeking an animal that could survive extreme cold and serve both as a meat source and a working animal. Over time, selection favored extremely strong, resilient, obedient individuals. Its coat is short and dense, ranging from dark gray to silver brown. The broad back and firm posture make it look like a natural mountain guardian, and in a way it is. For centuries, these pigs were used to patrol monastery grounds and ward off wolves and bears thanks to their inexplicable courage. Today, the Swiss Mastiff is one of the most valuable pigs in Europe. Its meat is highly sought after for premium sausages and traditional Alpine dishes. Yet its market price comes not only from that, but from rarity. Only 2 certified breeders exist in Switzerland, and animals are sold exclusively to buyers approved by the Alpine Swine Council. Each specimen costs between $1 to $8 million and $2.2 million depending on genetics, size, and reproductive potential. For many European millionaires, owning a Swiss Mastiff is the equivalent of having a champion racehorse, a symbol of absolute exclusivity. Number 21. The Nordic Titan. Few breeds in the world carry as much history as the Nordic Titan, a direct descendant of the pigs bred by ancient Vikings. Found mainly in Norway and Iceland, this colossus is famous for its monumental size, absurd resistance to cold, and controlled aggressiveness, a vital trait for surviving the frozen northern lands. Nordic Titans easily reach 200 kilos, with historical reports mentioning individuals that surpassed 400 kilos during the Viking Age. These animals were highly valued, serving as a source of meat for long sea voyages, providing fat for lighting, and even symbolizing strength and fertility in Norse culture. Its coat is long, thick, and double-layered, and similar to that of a moose, allowing it to withstand temperatures as low as 30 degrees without shelter. Their coloration usually ranges from dark gray to charcoal and deep black, camouflaging them in the fjords and boreal forests. Behavior-wise, the Nordic Titan is surprisingly calm, but when threatened, it becomes extremely territorial, capable of knocking down small trees and intimidating predators such as Arctic wolves. Legend says the Vikings selected only the largest, strongest, and most resilient individuals, creating a lineage of nearly indestructible swine. This selection produced a breed that can walk long distances through snow, climb rocky terrain, and store fat efficiently to survive extended periods without food. Today, the Nordic Titan is a super exclusive breed, raised only in cold regions and under strict regulations. Only about 300 pure specimens exist in the world, and prices can reach $2.5 million per animal. For elite collectors and breeders, owning a Nordic Titan is like possessing a living fragment of Viking spirit, a creature carrying centuries of history in every fiber of its colossal body. Number 20. The Emperor of the Caucasus. In the Caucasus Mountains, where rocky peaks rise like natural fortresses and the climate can change within minutes, there exists one of the most imposing swine breeds ever documented, the Emperor of the Caucasus. Weighing easily over 1,250 kilos, it is an animal shaped by the harsh nature of Georgia, Armenia, and the border regions of Russia. Its history is as old as the ancient trade routes that crossed the mountains, serving as living currency, traction power, and energy source during long winters. The Emperor stands out for its broad skeleton, hyper-developed muscles, and a monumental head that resembles a buffalo's. Its tusks are small but incredibly sharp, used only defensively when threatened by wolves or bears. The coat varies from slate gray to silver white, offering perfect camouflage in the mountainous landscape. Breeders claim this race possesses unusual cardiovascular endurance, able to walk for hours through steep terrain without showing fatigue. Another interesting trait is its extraordinary memory. They memorize entire trails, recognize danger zones, and can even lead the herd back to base when they sense storms approaching. Besides its historical role, these animals produce extremely dense, mineral-rich meat known for its natural smoky flavor, the result of a diet based on roots, tree bark, wild berries, and alpine herbs. Today, the Emperor of the Caucasus has become a symbol of luxury and tradition. A pure specimen can exceed $2.1 million, especially when its lineage can be traced back to the earliest records from the 15th century. Number 19. The Mongol Giant in the heart of Mongolia, a land known for its extremes with scorching summers and deadly winters. There exists a swine breed that seems taken straight from an epic tale, the Mongol Giant. It is simultaneously resistant to heat, cold, and sandy terrain, a combination nearly impossible for the species. With an average weight between 1,100 and 1,300 kilos, the Mongol Giant is one of the largest and toughest pigs on Earth. Its origin likely dates back to ancient nomadic tribes that roamed the steppes in search of pasture. These people needed animals that could survive long journeys, resist disease, and produce enough meat to feed entire clans. Over time, only the strongest pigs survived the migrations and snowstorms, giving rise to this extraordinary breed. The Mongol Mongol giant's body is compact, massive, and protected by a double layer of fat and thick hair. Its wide hooves prevent it from sinking into sand or snow, allowing it to walk for hours. A surprising detail is its metabolic adaptability. In summer, it reduces energy use and drinks very little water. In winter, it naturally increases heat production. Behaviorally, they are extremely independent and intelligent. Unlike most pigs, they form small family groups that move together across the territory, almost like miniature horse herds. Their meat is considered a rare delicacy highly valued in Mongolian cuisine. Today, the Mongol giant is sold for up to $1.7 million, especially to European breeders interested in its resilient genetics. Few animals on the planet embody the concept of absolute survival as perfectly as this colossus. Number 18. The Niger Titan. In the hot savannas of West Africa, particularly near the Niger River, there exists a swine breed that shocked geneticists around the world, the Niger Titan. Gigantic, muscular, and adapted to temperatures close to 50 degrees Celsius, this animal pushed the known limits of thermal resistance in pigs. The Niger Titan weighs between 1,000 and 1,200 kilos, but what truly impresses is its strength. They can knock down small trees in search of shade, dig into soil as hard as stone, and even protect their young from hyenas, jackals, and leopards. Their naturally aggressive nature, however, becomes remarkably docile when raised properly. Their skin is thick, dark, and filled with microglands that help dissipate heat. They also display a curious behavior. During the day, they cover themselves in dry mud, which acts as a thermal armor and natural insect repellent. The breed's origins are ancient. Peoples along the Niger River use these animals as food sources and as natural village guardians. Yes, guardians. The roar the Titan emits when threatened is so deep and frightening that it can scare predators from a distance. Today, their value exceeds $1.3 million when genetically certified. Many breeders seek their genetics to develop lines more resistant to global heat, making the Niger Titan one of the most sought-after breeds in Africa. Number 17. The Siberian Colossus. Across the vast white expanse of Siberia, where temperatures reach 40 degrees and the wind cuts like icy blades, there lives a pig so resilient that scientists initially believed it was a hybrid between a boar and some Arctic mammal. The Siberian Colossus does not merely survive the cold, it thrives in it. Weighing between 1,150 and 1,350 kilos, this breed impresses with its extremely thick fur similar to that of a bear. Its insulating fat is so effective that the animal can sleep outdoors, partially buried in snow without suffering hypothermia. The Siberian Colossus also displays surprising behaviors. They build small shelters using branches and compacted snow, forming true swine igloos. This behavior is not found in any other known pig breed. Even more fascinating is their ability to store energy. During summer months, they naturally gain weight and accelerate metabolism. In winter, they drastically reduce food consumption, surviving up to 15 days solely on internal reserves. Their meat is considered one of the finest in Russia, highly sought after by gourmet chefs in Moscow and St. Petersburg. On the international market, a pure specimen can exceed us $2 million, especially among breeders seeking genetics adapted to extreme cold. Number 16. The Castilian monarch. Medieval Spain was the birthplace of one of the most majestic and extravagant swine breeds ever created. The Castilian monarch, a giant pig originally bred to feed kings, armies, and royal courts. Reaching between 1,100 and 1,250 kilos, this breed carries an imposing presence worthy of its noble title. The Castilian monarch combines monumental size with structural elegance. Its bones are extremely dense, its wide legs resemble those of a bull, and its pink, shiny skin is considered one of its most desirable traits. The short, pale coat made the animal stand out in royal stables. These pigs were raised exclusively by nobility. Only families with royal titles were allowed to maintain pure lineages, as the monarch was considered a heraldic asset, a living symbol of wealth, power, and influence. It appeared in crests, tapestries, and even accounts of historical festivals. Its meat was also used in religious celebrations and state feasts. Legends say the monarch's flavor was so superior that kings demanded entire banquets made exclusively from it. Today, the breed is nearly extinct, but small populations still survive in restored castles and historical farms across Spain. Its current price can reach $2.4 million, especially when the pedigree traces back to ancient noble lineages. Number 15. The Gaelic Giant. In the Highlands of Ireland, where thick fog crawls over green fields and cliffs carve the landscape like stone blades, one of Europe's most peculiar and admirable swine breeds emerged. The Gaelic Giant, also known as the Coal Temple Pig by ancient clans who domesticated it more than 1,000 years ago. Weighing over 150 kilos, it is famous not only for its enormous size, but for the almost indestructible robustness it developed while living in cold, wet, and unpredictable weather. The breed arose from the Gaelic clan's need for an animal that served both as a symbol of strength and as a strategic resource during territorial wars. The Gaelic Giant was raised in fortified villages, growing freely among warriors, shepherd dogs, and sturdy horses. Constant interaction with humans developed sharp intelligence and surprisingly cooperative behavior. Its body is broad, compact, and built like a moving fortress. The dense coat ranges from earth brown to deep black, absorbing heat during the cold days typical of Ireland. Its heavy, reinforced bone structure and thick legs allow it to move across muddy terrain without sinking. The head is elongated, with alert and curious eyes always scanning the surroundings. One unique ability of the Gaelic Giant is its surprising agility on rough terrain. They can climb steep hills, cross narrow ravines, and even swim in the icy lakes of the Highlands. Modern breeders claim these pigs can travel up to 20 kilometers per day searching for food, something unthinkable for regular pigs. In Gaelic culture, the giant was considered a sacred animal. Druid priests saw it as a symbol of fertility and abundance, and warriors believed that possessing a strong specimen was a sign of divine blessing. Ancient festivals included processions in which the largest pigs were presented as true living treasures. Today, the breed is among the most valuable in Europe. Irish breeders preserve pure lineages in controlled regions, and animals are sold only to certified collectors. A single specimen can exceed $2 million, especially when descended directly from ancient druidic bloodlines. The Gaelic Giant is not just a massive pig, it is a living heritage of Celtic mythology and culture. Number 14. The Hindu Titan. In southern India, among spice plantations, tropical forests, and ancient temples, there exists a swine breed that carries a unique spiritual legacy. The Hindu Titan, also known as the Sacred Pig of Kerala, raised for centuries near monasteries and traditional villages, this colossus can exceed 1,200 kilos, making it one of the largest pigs ever recorded in Asia. The origin of the Hindu Titan dates back to ancient religious rituals. Traditional communities believe the animal symbolized strength, fertility, and spiritual protection. Because of this, only specific families were allowed to raise it, and some specimens were offered to temples as a sign of devotion. The breed is characterized by its shiny black coat, marked by a lighter stripe that runs from the back to the head like a divine signature. Its skin is extremely tough, ideal for withstanding humid heat and attacks from smaller predators. The legs are wide and muscular, perfectly suited for muddy terrain and dense forests. But what truly sets the Hindu Titan apart is its temperament. They are peaceful, intelligent, and possess strong social memory. Breeders say a Titan can recognize people even after months without seeing them, and that they respond to simple commands like trained dogs. The traditional diet of this breed includes coconut, banana, roots, and local spice blends that give the meat an exotic flavor prized by international chefs. Today, demand for the breed has grown so much that pure specimens are sold for between $1.6 million and $2.3 million. For modern breeders, the greatest challenge is preserving the cultural and spiritual rituals that shape these giants. To many, the Hindu Titan is not merely an animal. It is an ancestral guardian, representing the strength and spirituality of India. Number 13. The Balkan Draconic. Among the ancient mountains, deep valleys, and dense forests of Serbia lives a swine breed so unusual that for a long time it was considered a mythological creature, the Balkan Draconic. Its name comes from local folklore that described a giant pig with dragon-like traits, capable of confronting lone wolves and surviving the harshest winters. Weighing between 1,100 and 1,250 kilos, the Draconic stands out for its dominant posture, thick coat, and long curved tusks that resemble miniature dragon horns. Its head is triangular, with wide jaws and eyes that reflect light at night, a trait that fueled many legends over the centuries. The breed's history is connected to ancient Serbian tribes who lived in mountainous regions. They raised draconics not only as a food source, but also as natural village guardians. The deep roar emitted by the animal when irritated became famous, echoing through the valleys and frightening intruders and predators alike. Another impressive detail style is the Draconic's physical strength. Breeders claim they can push tree trunks, lift heavy objects with their snouts, and even break through small wooden gates. Its musculature is so dense that scientists believe the breed has a unique metabolism among swine. In Balkan cuisine, its meat is considered one of the most aromatic and naturally salt-resistant, perfect for traditional cured meats. Today, the Balkan Draconic is extremely rare, with only a few dozen pure lineages remaining. Because of this, specimens are sold for values exceeding $2 million. The Draconic is considered a cultural treasure in Serbia, representing strength, courage, and the wild spirit of the Balkan mountains. Number 12. The Amazon Honeycomb Pig. Deep in the Amazon lives a near-mythical breed, the honeycomb pig, so named for its thick skin covered in natural hexagonal patterns. Gigantic and extremely resistant to humidity, it can surpass 600 kilos. Collectors value it for its remarkable ability to survive hostile environments and for its above-average intelligence, capable of identifying poisonous plants and safe paths through the jungle. Its rarity comes from the fact that it lives in small groups hidden in flooded regions that are extremely hard to access. Number 11. The Alabaster Giant. Raised in the cold valleys of Canada, the Alabaster Giant draws attention with its white coat that reflects light like polished marble. Weighing up to 900 kilograms, it has reinforced bone structure and an almost monastic calmness. Elite breeders compete for it because its genetics are known for longevity and low aggressiveness. However, only a few piglets are born per litter, making it one of the rarest and most expensive pigs in the Northern Hemisphere. Number 10. The Forge Iron Pig. Originating from rural Romania, the Forge Iron Pig has dense muscle and an imposing posture, resembling a living sculpture. Its curved tusks, inherited from ancient boars, make it a symbol of strength. The breed nearly vanished during the last century, but was rescued by specialized breeders. Today, only a few specimens exist, and each is worth a fortune due to its extremely stable genetics and exceptional physical endurance. Number 9. The Murano Colossus. Famous for its glossy skin that looks like wet glass, the Murano Colossus was developed on Italian islands with a focus on aesthetics and docility. It does not exceed 700 kilos, but its value lies in its unique appearance, the result of generations of selective breeding. Some individuals display bluish reflections, highly coveted by millionaires and exhibitions. Because it is sensitive to heat, it can only live in controlled environments, increasing its rarity. Number 8. The Sertão Monarch. Raised in the arid regions of northeastern Brazil, the monarch is enormous, resilient, and incredibly adapted to water scarcity. Its slow metabolism allows it to survive on minimal hydration, and its dark skin helps dissipate heat. Ancient herders treated it as a living treasure. Today, pure specimens are extremely rare, valued for their adaptive genetics and majestic stature. Number 7. The Iberian Titanium. Descended from ancient Iberian lineages, the titanium pig is famous for its silver-toned body and compact musculature. Though not the largest on the list, its body density is impressive. Spanish breeders consider it a living heritage. Its high price comes from the difficulty of reproduction. Females usually have only one piglet per gestation. Number 6. The Karnataka Giant. From the mountainous region of southern India, the Karnataka Giant is immense and has a serene temperament. Its long, reddish coat distinguishes it from all other giant breeds. It is valued for its high fertility and remarkable resistance to tropical diseases. However, it can only fully develop in mid-altitude environments, which limits breeding and drives up its market price. Number 5. The Mandarin Onyx Pig. With a glossy black skin resembling onyx stone, this Chinese pig is a symbol of wealth in certain regions. It can reach 850 kilogrammes and live more than 20 years. Its rarity comes from the fact that only traditional families maintain pure lineages passed down for generations. Adult specimens are typically sold only through invitation or family agreements. Number 4. The Baltic Air. In the far reaches of the frozen regions of Latvia and Estonia exists a swine breed so resilient and unique that European breeders once believed it to be an agricultural legend. The Baltic Air is a massive creature covered in an extremely dense coat, almost resembling a young bison. It can withstand temperatures below 30 degrees Celsius without showing any discomfort. Its build is wide and heavy, with a deep chest and thick legs seemingly engineered to endure long winters and frozen soil. The breed's origins trace back to the 17th century, when Baltic farmers began selecting pigs able to survive endless winters. Over time, the lineage evolved into a giant capable capable of retaining heat almost miraculously. Its fat layer is distributed in a peculiar way, acting as thermal insulation and long-term energy storage, allowing it to go days with minimal food, essential in regions where winter blocks crops and limits resources. But resilience is not its only impressive trait. It is extremely intelligent and territorial, able to recognize threats and protect group members. Farmers once used these pigs as natural sentinels, as the breed is known for chasing off foxes, smaller wolves, and even wild dogs. Despite its protective instinct, it is surprisingly gentle with humans, especially those who raise it from a young age. Today, the breed is extremely rare. Only a handful of specialized breeders maintain certified pure lineages, making it highly valuable. The Baltic Air is not just a giant pig, it is a living monument to Northern Europe's rural history, shaped over centuries by human hands and the unforgiving cold that dominates its homeland. Number 3. The Dune King Pig. In the vast arid plains of Mongolia and the Gobi Desert lives an animal that defies the very notion of adaptation, the Dune King pig. The breed displays traits that seem impossible for a swine. Its body is long and slender, covered in short pale hair that reflects sunlight, preventing excessive heating. Its narrow feline-like eyes protect it from sandstorms, and its elongated hooves act as small anchors that prevent sinking into dunes. The Dune King was shaped by scarcity. Water is extremely rare in its homeland, so its metabolism is incredibly efficient. It can survive on minimal hydration, extracting most of its needed water from dry plants and underground roots found during long journeys. Ancient nomads considered it a desert pig, almost a camel-like suid. Despite its exotic appearance, the Dune King's true distinction lies in its physical endurance. It can travel dozens of kilometers per day without showing fatigue, maintaining a steady pace even under extreme heat. Some breeders claim that adults can run for long periods to escape natural predators such as wolves and pale cats. Extremely rare outside Central Asia, the Dune King began attracting the attention of giant animal collectors due to its unusual build. Not as wide as other breeds, yet striking for its length and speed. Today, few pure lineages remain. Each specimen is viewed as a genetic treasure, a symbol of absolute resilience and the power of an animal shaped by one of the planet's harshest environments. Number 2. The Coal Leviathan. In the heart of Eastern Europe exists a breed that intimidates with its mere presence, the Coal Leviathan. It is completely black. Skin, hair, hooves, even its eyes resemble dark wells. Its body is gigantic and compact, easily surpassing 900 kilos. Local breeders often say it looks carved from living basalt. Its muscle density is complemented by a thicker than normal bone layer, contributing to its extraordinary longevity, which can exceed 20 years. The Leviathan was not bred for ornamentation or competitions. It was originally a heavy work animal. On vast farms, it pulled wooden sleds, carried loads, and faced natural predators such as robust wolves. This history forged a creature that is strong, determined, and extremely loyal to the handler who raises it from a young age. Despite its size and intimidating appearance, the Leviathan has a calm, almost meditative temperament. It adjusts to routines easily and develops lasting bonds with humans. Breeders claim the breed has emotional memory. When well trained, it can respond to simple commands and even walk beside its owner without guidance. The rarity of this breed comes from its demanding needs: enormous space, precise feeding, and special joint care. Very few specialized breeders exist, and pure specimens reach extremely high prices at private auctions. The Coal Leviathan has become a symbol of power and tradition, a living guardian whose presence commands immediate respect. Number 1. The Imperial Aurum Pig. Considered by many the pinnacle of giant and luxurious breeds, the Imperial Aurum Pig is more than an animal. It is a symbol. Its skin displays naturally golden reflections, as if each hair contained metallic particles. The effect is not merely aesthetic, it results from a rare genetic pattern that alters skin pigments and creates a unique shine highly prized in international exhibitions. An adult aurum easily surpasses 1 ton, but what makes it so valuable is its combination of traits: longevity, docility, exceptional memory, and rigorously controlled lineage. The breed's history dates back to noble families families of the Middle East who selected robust and bright-coated swine to impress foreign guests. Over time, the arum became a symbol of absolute wealth, reserved for sultans, magnates, and collectors seeking animals that represented the highest status. Raising an arum requires climate-controlled facilities, precise feeding, and constant monitoring, as any genetic deviation can compromise its signature glow. Because of this, very few authorized breeding centers exist today. Each specimen is sold only under contract and destination analysis, raising its value even further. Some individuals have been reported to sell for several $1,000,000. The arum is not only the most expensive, it is the most regulated, the most symbolic, and the most coveted. A true golden colossus whose existence redefines the concept of animal luxury. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed our content, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Also, check out the other amazing videos that are appearing on your screen right now, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time.